In 642 CE, at the city of Homs in Syria, a man died in bed. His body bore the scars of over 100 battles, scars his soldiers said they could count like the pages of a chronicle. He had fought in more than 100 engagements across 20 years of continuous campaigning, against Byzantine legions and Sassanid Persian armies alike, across a territory stretching from the deserts of Arabia to the gates of Damascus. Two empires that had stood for centuries were forced to reckon with a single Arab general they had never anticipated. He had never once been defeated. He wept at his own deathbed, not from pain, but because he had not died as a martyr on the battlefield he had commanded for 2 decades. His name was Khalid Ibn Al-Walid. Khalid was born into the Maxim clan of the Quraysh, the ruling tribe of Mecca, a family already known for military leadership generations before his own. He was already one of Arabia's most formidable commanders before his conversion to Islam. At the Battle of Uhud in 625 CE, he commanded the Quraysh cavalry against the early Muslim forces, noticed that the flank guarding the Muslim archers had been left exposed, and broke their formation with a maneuver still studied in military academies today. A tactical mind operating years before he ever fought for the cause he would later serve. In 629 CE, Khalid traveled to Medina and embraced Islam, arriving alongside 2 other prominent Meccans who made the same journey at the same time. His military gifts, once deployed against the Muslim community, became its most formidable weapon almost overnight. The Prophet Muhammad reportedly said, upon receiving him, that Mecca had not kept its swords to itself, a recognition of exactly what had just changed hands. After the Prophet's death in 632 CE, the young Islamic State faced widespread rebellion across the Arabian Peninsula. Khalid was tasked with suppressing the uprisings in what became known as the Ridda Wars. His most decisive engagement came at the Battle of Yarmouk against the forces of the rival claimant Musaylima, one of the bloodiest single battles in early Islamic history. He fought 11 major engagements in total against rival claimants and rebellious tribes. He won all 11, restoring the unity of Arabia in little more than a year. Khalid then turned toward the Sassanid Persian Empire on the frontier of Iraq. At the Battle of Walaja in 633 CE, he executed the first recorded double envelopment in Arabian military history, drawing the Persian army forward before closing both flanks, a maneuver later recognized as among the most sophisticated in ancient warfare. Soon after, at the Battle of Ulay on the banks of the Euphrates, the fighting was so severe that early chroniclers described the nearby canal running with blood, and the site came to be remembered as the River of Blood. The Persian forces in the region were destroyed. Caliph Abu Bakr then sent Khalid west to Syria. He is recorded to have marched his army across a waterless stretch of the Syrian desert in a matter of days, a route Byzantine planners had never fortified, believing no army could cross it. According to the early chronicles, his soldiers survived by drinking from the stomachs of slaughtered camels, guided across the wasteland by a desert guide who knew its few hidden markers. The march has since been cited by military historians as one of the most audacious logistical achievements of the ancient world. Khalid considered the impossible a tactical opportunity, and he took it without hesitation. In 636 CE, Khalid faced a Byzantine army significantly larger than his own at the Battle of Yarmouk, on the border of Syria. He divided his forces into 40 mobile units, each capable of independent action, a command innovation modern military historians compare to developments not seen again in Western warfare for nearly 1,000 years. Over 6 days of continuous fighting, exploiting a sudden sandstorm that turned in his favor, the Byzantine army was decisively defeated. Roman imperial presence in Syria effectively ended. Historians still regard Yarmouk as one of the most decisive battles in world military history, reshaping the political map of the Near East for centuries afterward. Caliph Umar, upon assuming leadership after Abu Bakr's death, removed Khalid from overall command of the army in 638 CE. The reasons given were political as much as military, a concern that victories were being credited to the general rather than to God. Khalid accepted the dismissal without rebellion and served afterward as an ordinary soldier under Abu Ubaidah, the very man who had once served beneath him. His loyalty to the community proved as complete as his loyalty to victory. He died with over 100 battle scars on his body, and not a single defeat recorded against his name in 20 years of continuous war. The greatest Byzantine and Persian commanders of his age could not stop him. History itself, across 2 decades and 2 empires, could not stop him. Only his own caliph could relieve him of command, and even then he obeyed without complaint or protest. The sword of Allah was never broken in battle. It was simply one quiet day in Homs put down.